well as parades. Yeah, we like, none of my people are patient. We live like we on a vacation. Get no invitation. Y'all all with it and y'all talk a lot, but y'all ain't got the heart to do the mission.
Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas, NRG Stadium in Houston. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. He'll buy some time right. It's complete to Chris Conley. And even 20 yards and a first down on the game's very first play.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
On every snap, a defense is trying to establish who they are, but on 3rd and short, that's really when you put it out there and tell people who you are, and that's exactly what they did. For the offense, they're looking at their offensive line and saying, guys, where are you? We need you on those plays.
Now Prescott on 4th down. He's going to find his man. That's Tavon Austin. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. A first down carry by Elliott. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And that's Elliott, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Here we go 46. Here we go 48. Hey, 47. Hustle. 26.
And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
go. 4-8.
Second down, Prescott. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
On third down, it's Prescott. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it fourth down.
But they took the shot, didn't get it. There's definitely a difference here because they had a chance to get 7, maybe 8 if they pushed it. Instead, they'll likely settle for 3.
Yeah, opening drive, holding him to 3. Psychologically, maybe a win for the defense. And Bailey able to knock it through. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Now a first down throw, Watson. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Here's Watson now on second down. Hey, right on cue, they set up the screen and complete it. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Well, Charles, you just said it a bit ago that the screen might work. Sure enough, you were right.
You know how it works, partner. You throw enough stuff up on the board, eventually something sticks.
Give yourself a little bit of credit.
Okay, one thing did.
Black 99 Philly. Tiger.
Watson on first down. Going deep for Hopkins. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. They take over 1st and 10 following the interception. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here in the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot.
Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Cowboys. David Njoku, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And this one through the uprights and good. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now out comes Houston. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, it totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. To throw on second is Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line. Again to Elliott. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. We've become so accustomed to it, you sort of take it for granted.
You really do, but he is so good that every team in his division, every year, is trying to make sure they draft people charged with trying to block J.J. Watt. So far, hasn't been so successful.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
A lot of people call the toss a probing play to see what they can get against the defense, to see how they adjust and react. Their probing's working pretty well. That was a very nice run.
46. Let's go. Let's 46.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. The former number 1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney, with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And this will complete to Will Fuller. And down he'll go at the 25. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completions.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to have a 3rd down. Watson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Now Austin. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now here come the Cowboys. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 2nd down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout.
There you go. 4 and 8. Here we go. Get that. Let's go. Get out. Get out. Sweat. Sweat and 8. 26.
Prescott now on 2nd down. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Here we go. 46. 26. Then we'll go into 53.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Crash down. Crash. Let's go. Let's finish now. Here we go, 46. Here we go, 47. Hey, 47. 26.
Prescott on 1st down. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Here we go, Ryan, get out.
First down, Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, 47, 47. Done. 26, 26.
Prescott yet again. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here, 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning them into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
After the interception, here's Watson. And Watson's going to go down in the end zone. It's a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Ooh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. Now, before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Hustle. Here we go, 46. 46.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. The Cowboys on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Prescott from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down.
Gun. There you go. 26.
Final play of the half, Prescott. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Heading out as the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure if that doesn't happen to your team again, they've got to take care of the ball.
The boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Back to throw, Watson. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Fuller. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Down. Blue 80. Reset.
They are going for it. Here's Watson. Flushed out right. He finds his target, Fuller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brandon, we're into the second half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Back-to-back running plays, putting them in negative territory. What can they do coming up on 3rd and 15? Now it's Watson. Setting up the screen for Miller. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. And he finds his man Griffin. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. They were caught in no man's land that time, but the decision to go for it, that was the right one. It's a 1st down. Watson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Miller. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. To throw is Watson. To throw on 2nd down. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Cowboys with a football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the 4th. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. To throw is Prescott. Throwing deep here for Coleman. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Cowboys. Corey Coleman, 83 yards. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Here comes Bruce Ellington on the return. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
He's got Fuller. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Watson now to throw. Looking deep downfield. And got his man complete. A gain of 32 that time. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory? Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On second down, here's Miller. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle. There it is, the defense waking up after 3 plays that hurt them. Finally, they stand up. They have a little pride, too, you know. 3 straight first-down type plays. Yeah, they wanted to make one stick on their side, didn't they? To throw is Watson. And that is incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better. And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better. Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. David Irving able to swap him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Tenth carry now for Elliott. And some room to roam now. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on 1st down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if he picked up the 1st down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the 1st down because in college football, the clock stops with every 1st down. That actually aids the defense in that situation.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On the counter, Elliott. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
46.
On 2nd down, Elliott. He had a great strong move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
46, 46, 46.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter.